Hello and welcome back to day 4 in the valley with seasons. As you can see, we're just starting summer. Hopefully be able to get some harvesting done in the next couple of days. We'll check that in a minute. We've got one of the grass fields to get harvested, got some silage to get rid of, and then yeah, start getting some money in. I think target is new fields. Definitely need a better combine. The one we got isn't really up to the job. It takes way too long to do the fields, so that's going to be a priority. Let's get cracking. As you can see, I've just bought this belt system. Obviously help with silage into the trailers, so we're going to get that up there in a minute, get the silo open, get that sold off first of all. Disconnect that. So let's just check. Okay, yeah, so nothing can be harvested really until start of the third sector in the summer. So yeah, so we should be able to get this grass field done today, get it all in, get silage turned over, and yeah, start getting the fields prepped ready for putting something in. Still unsure whether to turn this field into soybeans or leave it as grass for now. I think for the first few seasons it's quite hard to get things sorted. Right, let's get this open. Check the price. Silage was pretty good. Yeah, it's not too bad, 443. Right. We also need to get that forage and chip silo, which is 25. In fact, not that one, but that one. So where you have like the ramp pit. So yeah, so we need 25k. So hopefully from this first lot of silage we'll be able to get it put in place. And at least then we can probably get a few wood chips done, get them put away ready for winter when the price is really good. These belt systems are so handy. They don't really cost a great deal either, which is pretty good. So what we're going to do, swing this one round to here, which then we'll be able to drive into position in a sec. Right, we've still got that little trailer there as well, which, now we've got the big one, we might sell that. Yeah, there's something I must have forgot to do. Fold the belt. So what we'll do, we'll get this into position here. Lift it up. Good. With the little tray that we've got, shouldn't have a problem with that. Shouldn't have to do any more with that. Okay. Get on the west trailer. Hopefully we've got the sound levels right. I had a few problems over the last few days where the engines were drowning out the voice, because obviously it's live broadcast, there's no voiceover done afterwards, which saves me so much time. I was just running out of time trying to do stuff, not enough hours in a day, so to speak. How do we get this? Oh, there we go, open cover. But yeah, sometimes the instructions do come in handy. Right, we get this filled, we'll get this sold. I'll put the indicator on. Here I have. Here we had over 40,000 litres in silage. So yeah, so we're probably going to do, this is about 16,000 litre trailer, so about 3 loads. So you'll see in a minute. That's quite a nice field down there as well. Yeah, our aim is to try and get most of the fields in this area here. Keep it all local to the main farm. That's just a grass field 26. Yeah, but it's quite a bit out of the way. 25 is only a little field. You know, once we get 24, they can be joined together, which will make all the difference, make it slightly bigger. So I think one of the fields I'm going to go for is this one here to start with. And you know, if we can get these ones here, join them up, that'll make it worthwhile going over here then. And there's a few small fields there. Yeah, so I think that's probably the way to go. Get hold of the small fields, plough them together, eventually expand. But yeah, for the first season it's just about survival. You know, we have no animals at the moment. Once we get the forage silo in place, we can start stocking up on the grass, hay, straw and the wood chips, and then start thinking about bringing in the animals. I'll probably end up doing sheep and cows, which are all on the main farm. Hi Brendan 4255. Oh, bit of dodgy driving. Just can't get used to driving on the right. So yeah, so we're going to get this silage sold, get some money together, hopefully get the forage and chip silo put in place. We need to start doing some wood chips as well, get them all stocked up ready for winter, which sell really well. And literally on a 3 trees will do just over 31,000 on average litres. It's quite good. So yeah, Seasons, if you haven't got it yet, get it. Really good. Adds a challenge. You know, I always tend to knock the traffic off. So arrogant, these drivers. So yeah, so today we've got a grass field to do. Get all the silage sold to the grass field. Get it all rolled out into silage again. And then once we get this forage silo in place, we can just start stocking it up then. Eventually get a bigger trailer, less trips to the biogas. I do like these as well, where you can tip the trailer straight into the biogas. Let's change that to the main back door so it's not on the grain, otherwise it'll take forever. Let's get that done. Yeah, so we've got about 7 grand from that. We've got another 2 loads to come over. So yeah, that should give us enough for the silo. But I had the Welsh Geo installed and it just seemed to rain constantly. You know, it was quite hard. You might notice as well that the months are only settled for 3 days at the moment, but that's because we've got limited fields. And I think if it was set on 6 days, you just have days where you couldn't do anything whatsoever. So I think starting off, especially on this map, 3 days is perfect. And I always miss that turn. There's a couple of fields I need to fertilise as well. Get them all done. Excuse me. I think I'm going to end up knocking traffic off, you know. let's just check the price of this field. So I don't think this is all that expensive, to be fair. So let's have a check. Yeah, 70 grand. As you can see from the money with seasons, it's you don't get a lot. What you used to get a lot of, which I suppose does add to that realism side of it. Otherwise you wouldn't get ridiculous amounts of money for doing that. You know, and obviously there's no time bonuses anymore on that. I like to keep the weather map up, just give me a rough idea of what's happening. You know, as you can see, we're in early summer now. We're due to harvest. We can start harvesting from Saturday, which is going to be sunny. So yeah, and then Sunday's raining, Monday's cloudy, Tuesday's cloudy. So yeah, we've got Saturday harvesting, Sunday, depending on whether it brightens up and the ground dries out. Could be Saturday, Monday, Tuesday to get all our fields done. You know, the yard's massive, so there's plenty of room to put more stuff. Got a huge placeable area just here. And down at the other farm, which is that one there.
Dad, I can't.
What did I say to you? Don't just walk in and start shouting.
You talking to people?
Yeah, so we've got another farm down here, farm 2. All that is completely empty. So yeah, that's definitely something that can be made to suit your needs. And to be fair, the fields around it are really good. Good access, some really big fields. But yeah, for now we're just going to concentrate this side. Alright, let's get this one sold. Just wondering. Yeah. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this trailer off here a minute, because we've got a field all the way over there. And let's just quickly refill that. We shouldn't need to really, to be fair. But yeah, what we will do is we will get this dumped over at the biogas. And at the same time, we will then fertilise field 2. So that one's done and dusted and out of the way. I think for the next episode I'll turn traffic off, because the traffic just does my head in. Yeah, it's mainly at the junctions. Is it? You go to pull out because it's clear. All of a sudden a car spawns, hits into the side here, then you're stuck, and then you've got to end up resetting stuff. You know, and they always seem to be driving a lot faster at the junctions than on the main road. You sat behind them because they're driving so slow. No logic. And that's a sawmill just there, which in the winter unfortunately you spend quite a lot of time, you know, but I think if you can get things in place so you're not doing a lot of, you know, cutting down constantly in the winter. You know, I tried it on one of my maps, and to be fair, the snow was that deep. As soon as you cut a branch off, it disappeared. So I had to wait for spring for the snow to start to thaw out a little bit, because it was in a field as well. You couldn't really clear anything. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll just clunk that there, 'cause that's where we're going to be coming in a minute to do that field. I got myself lost then. Came in a different way to normal. Yes, hopefully around about the same sort of price again. Yep. I think it's changed too much. It's good. Okay, let's get this field done. I tend to miss bits as well with this one. I'm not used to this small one. I tend to use a slightly bigger version. You know, not the big version. What I'm going to do, put cruise control on. Okay, this is to take up to another level. You know, once we get the animals in, then we will have access to the manure. which will also then add to the fertilisation stage. Be it harvest, manure, plough or cultivate. Seed drill I use obviously does fertiliser as well, so there's, you know, 2 stages. Oh, make them grow, trophy, bonus. And as you can see, yep, that's what I was talking about, where I tend to miss loads. Seems to have gone quite well that time. Makes a change. Oh, and there we go, look. Back to normality. I missed a couple of bits, but that'll be alright. I think one of the tricks with this game, not so much a trick really, it's, you know, trying to get common sense really. The bigger equipment makes it easier. You know, that's the problem I'm finding, especially with seasons, small combine. You know, that one field that's got to be done. 93 I think it is, the one that I'm thinking of converting to soybean. I've done that previously while I was just getting used to seasons, seeing how it all worked and played out and stuff like that. Because I run it 15 times, then literally brings every day to approximately about an hour. It ended up taking 2 days with that little one to do that field. So yeah, so it can be a bit of a nightmare. Right, that's field 2 done, which is now, yeah, there's a few spots but nothing major. Right, we're heading back to the farm now, so I might do 93 on the way back as well. Well, I've got the fertiliser with me. Yeah, and then the others I can do. Great demand for barley. I don't think I've got any barley, have I? I think I sold everything. Yep. Bar my canola. Yeah, but the price isn't really that great. I've seen canola go a lot higher than that. 117 litres of fertiliser. That should be plenty. To do what I need to do. Right, so we're going to head up to the pig farm, get this other field fertilised. Now this field was grass. This has already been converted from grass. And this bit here is still grass, as you can see. But what I sometimes do is get the old sweeper brush, repair the ground. You know, especially the edges are here, because it doesn't really give you much turning. So what I tend to do is wait until it grows slightly and then sort of take the brush around it then. So I know roughly how close to the fence the crops are actually are. Like this side should be pretty good, you know, and you get it sometimes when it tells you you don't own this field, especially on that right hand side there. You get too close to the fence and it flags up. So yeah, I'll quickly get this one done. I go, oh, it's going to be close on the old silo thing. Like a £6 is going to put me on about 24. So yeah, it's going to be about £1,000 off. So yeah, this field's nearly done. I know I missed quite a bit, but this is just something that was extra. So any crop that comes out of here is a bonus, as before it was just grass. So yep, that one's done. Good. Leave off that. Get this all back. Another thing is, looking at the time, am I going to have time to cut it, windrow it? You know, once it's in the pit, it's not a problem, because then it doesn't rot. It's sort of protected. But yeah, this yeah, just wondering if I can. Oh, nearly that car then, and the fence. Would have been a good start, wouldn't it? Just wondering, that little trailer isn't really that much cop, so I might be able to sell this one, sell that trailer, That'll give me enough for the silage bin. Is it going to be worth it? Going all the way down there for 11,000 litres. Well, I need it emptying. Yeah, we might have to reposition these belts. Yep, thought we might. So what we'll do, we'll jump in that. Start the engine. That doesn't want to attach. Quite fiddly they are. Hi Duncan Highlander. So yeah, we're going to finish off emptying this and then hopefully be able to get the forage silo put in place. Yeah, there's only about 11,000 litres in that though. So yeah, I think while that's filling up, yeah, it's not too bad, Duncan. How's things with you, mate? Alright, so we're going to get this trailer sold. Never know, that might be enough for the new silage pit. Sorry, not the silage pit, the forage silo. Cool. Yeah, I need to get some animals on this farm, especially during the winter months, which is when it gets a little bit awkward with seasons, because there's only really woodwork to do unless you've got the animals. So yeah, that's going to be the next step. Right, so now I've got the money, we're going to get that silo put in. I think that pit is nearly empty, just a little bit. Yeah, I need to get rid of that fertiliser as well. Just clunk in there for now. Fair play to you. I've been playing this for quite some time. Obviously not this map. I like Sandy Bay. Sandy Bay is probably one of my favourite maps at the moment. But I haven't been on that for a while, especially since Seasons has come out. But yeah, 150 hours on the Platinum map. Fair play, that's some commitment, that is. Yeah, Duncan, I agree. That's exactly what I'm doing at the moment. Is literally getting everything in place, ready for the animals, especially with Seasons, because obviously the grass rots. And it used to be a good thing doing the silage bales, but with Seasons they don't sell for a lot. So yeah, so the aim at the moment is literally keep the farm running, get the stuff we need so we can store, which is why I'm just about to buy this now, which is going to be for the first harvest. We've got wheat in, so we're going to be getting some hay in place, some straw in place. We've got grass, which will be done in a minute. We're going to get that field done, and then I need to get a tedder to get some hay and everything. But then I need this to store everything, otherwise we're going to have a major problem with everything rotting. So I want to try and put this round about here, so it's just literally in line with the road. So we come off the field, load it, and yeah, that looks pretty reasonable. So boom, in. And what I will do with this now is I'll store this. I was originally going to sell this, because I thought I would have needed this load to get the money for that. But no, we're all good. So yeah, we just got these grass fields to. I've got the room. I'll put this in there for now. Get the fertiliser back on. And then we'll get these fields done. And then I can start working on the grass then. Get it filled up. Now this is going to take us into negative numbers. That's literally the maxed out silo, isn't it? Let's just check on that. Ah, so you've got the multi-purpose silo then, Duncan. Yeah, I thought about getting that, but the price on it is, what was it, something like 135,000 or something, whereas them ones hold 500,000, so it's 300,000 less, but it's also what, over 100 grand less. But yeah, that's definitely a good one to have. Yeah, I have got that installed, that silo that you'll be using, but I've not got it on this map because I knew I weren't going to use it. Right, let's get this filled. And yeah, so we've got 2's just been done, 93's just been done, 62 we'll get that done. That one's not long been harvested, that was the last, but that's only grass on there anyway. And 92's only grass, but 92 we are going to get that all done and get that mowed. So yeah, so we want to whack some fertiliser down on that one, definitely. So we've got a crop just here. And these roads, so bumpy, it's unreal. Yeah, I like to use cruise control as well. Try not to use workers where I can, but it will get to the point where you just haven't got a choice. You've got so much going on. So yeah, I think this is our wheat, I think. I will double check shortly. Yeah, then this is obviously going to produce our straw, which will be for our bedding for once we do get the animals. Now I'm probably only going to go sheep and cows pigs do reproduce a hell of a lot faster. Yeah, there are a few fields that they can't do. They struggle on this field. I've had them do this field for me, and they miss loads on it. And then field 90. I was just looking. Yeah, field 92. They've tried doing that one. Sometimes if you start them there and they go across, they will get the majority of it done, but they tend to stop around about here. Yeah, once that's, I want to get that field bought and get them joined together. But yeah, there is a lot of these fields where the workers just, they're a nightmare. You usually have to go back round and rectify everything they've done, you know, and you might as well have done it yourself from the beginning. So I will try not to use workers, but then for some things it'll just ease up on time scale. Right, that's that one done. Yeah, these removable hedges are pretty cool. Now this is the other grass field. Which we are going to be harvesting shortly. Well, because time's getting on, I don't want the grass to rot. So what I'll probably do is this grass field now will probably be done day 5. Which will either be live streamed a little bit later or possibly tomorrow. Yeah, because what I tend to try and do is, you know, limit the episodes to about an hour if possible. Which is why we're running at 15 times, which roughly gives it an hour a day. And then if someone does miss a live stream, they can always come back and watch it later. And it's then, you know, they're not sat there for like 4 hours watching literally the same stuff. So it sort of breaks it up for me a little bit. It gives me a chance to put kettle on, have a brew, something to eat. And then there are days where I'm just that busy I don't have time to live stream all the time. So yeah, but this will produce quite a bit of grass. Now I've got two choices. Do I turn it into silage, or do I store it ready for when we get the animals? You know, I think I might whack it in the silo to start with. Yeah, I've noticed that. I get a lot when you seem to do mowing. It's weird. Yeah, hopefully the quality's coming through a little bit better than it did before. I've had loads of problems with the video upload settings, were completely wrong. That had to be changed, and then you could hear more of the vehicle than you could of me. So yeah, hopefully everything's sort of working a little bit better than it did. So I think by the time I get this fertilised, it'll literally be getting on quite late. I definitely need a bigger fertiliser. Great demand for hay. Yeah, I'm just so used to the bigger spreader. Yeah, this one's definitely ready to harvest. So hopefully there'll be a fair bit of grass comes off this. One more pass down there and then I'll go up and down then, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long before it's done. Yeah, I'm still unsure whether to, once I've harvested this one, get it ploughed up and get the soybean in, which I think yeah, soybean got a little bit longer before I can put soybean in. It's going to be a push, I think, to actually harvest this, plough it, get soy in, and expect a crop out of it. So yeah, it's something to consider next season maybe, you know, or get it ploughed in the winter ready. Yeah, we have got a multiplayer map that we put up every now and again as well. It was Giants Island for a while. Just thinking what multiplayer map to do next. And we haven't actually live streamed any of those videos from the multiplayer one, so maybe it's worth getting a few players on. You know, once the fields are being purchased. Might even turn this one into a multiplayer eventually. Not sure how seasons would work though, whether it'd be any good or whether it'd just make it really hard and pointless really. This field's nearly done, which is good. And look at that, I've just run out of fertiliser. How much we've got left on this field to do? Not really a great deal. A few patchy bits. But yeah, I don't want to get it cut yet. So yeah, much fertilisers. Yeah, because this one throws out 12 metres, the other one does 24. That's 28 grand. My one's going to be worth absolutely nothing in it. Yeah, 4 grand. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's all about getting the oh, I always miss that turning. It's that poxy tree. Now I've got to admit, I don't know if any of you have tried, but cutting these particular trees down is an absolute nightmare. You cut them down and what you think is a small log always flags up as being too heavy. And yeah, it sells for nothing. I'll get this fertiliser filled up. So it's ready to go. I have maxed out my loan as well. I needed a tractor. needed a decent seeder, which is up at the other part. We haven't collected eggs in a while, but I haven't also collected the gold nuggets. There are at least 10 in the farm, I would have thought. You know, there's one in the chicken shed, there's one up there, there's a couple around the back, and between fields there's a couple. But yeah, I think in the winter that's what we're going to be heading for, you know, go around, collect a few of the nuggets, get the first 10 so it flags up with everything else, where all the other locations are. There's quite a few in the wooded areas on the trails. So yeah, then, you know, they're not really that hard to find. I think a lot of it's to encourage you to do map tours, get yourself around, find out where stuff is. So yeah. Right, so I think for now I'm going to call it a day. You know, I usually finish around about 8 o'clock is when you can skip through the night. You know, so what I'll do now is I'll probably go offline for a little bit, you know, get myself something to eat, chill out. I might go back on live broadcast again later. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on day 6. Speak to you all soon. Bye for now.